Hi everyone, welcome to Buns and Guns. Today we're going to use weights in our hands, and you're going to decide how heavy you want to go, whether it's light weights, different variety of weights, or maybe even improvising and using cans from the cupboard. You're going to work at your own pace, so as we take some of our exercises higher or lower, you're going to decide what pace you want to work at. I just need to get something out of my way here. There, now I can see you again, or I can see me again. And we're going to drink water whenever we need it, okay? So make sure that you keep yourself hydrated. Moderate your level of intensity to whatever your goals are today. So do you want to work higher, lower? You want steady? You're going to decide. We're first going to start by just getting the body moving. You might have been still for the morning. So just bringing those knees up and keeping your core engaged, and the arms start to swing forward and back. And then take a couple of deep breaths in. And out. And up. And out. Let's do one more. Up. Good. And let's just go into a nice easy jog. You can keep the march going if that's where you want to stay. Landing nice and light on those feet. Keeping your back nice and straight, chest open. Maybe you've got a view outside like I do. It's looking nice and sunny today. Still a little chilly. I'm looking forward to when I can get back in my gym and out of my living room. Let's bring those knees a little higher. Good. Just putting your hands out front, just a little target for the knees. 4, 3, 2, last one. Bring it down, and let's tap it out side to side. Roll the shoulders back. Bring the elbows up, and then right into a full arm, as though you're swimming, back crawl, and full range of motion with the arms, and then both together. Sit down into a bit of a squat. Come up and point your toes. Good, it feels great for the shoulders. Shake it out, step touch. Bring those arms in like a pec press. So you can stay here. You can go a little bit further into the step side by crossing behind. You can make it a little more intense by making it a jump side to side. You might want to bring the arms down a little bit. Good. Heart rate starts to climb. Breathing gets intense. Warming up the body. Different movements, forward to back, side to side. 4, 3, 2, last one. Take the legs out again. We're going to go into some wide leg squats. So knees and toes, same direction. As we squat down, we're not going forward. What we're doing is keeping shoulders over hips, sitting back slightly, and then really squeeze through the glutes, the inner thighs as you come up. Arms can go out front as a counterbalance when you send those hips back. Oh, how about some jump squats? Jump squats. Yeah, are you with me? Give it a try if you want. If you don't want the jump squats, just keep going with a lower intensity. 4, 3, 2, last one. Good. Tap it out again. Just reach side to side. Turn the whole body. Focus on rotation here. Toes, nose, Knees, hips, all pointing to the side wall. And extend the arm across your body. Good. 4, 3, 2. We're going to finish up with jacks. So last move as we continue to get the heart rate elevated. If you don't like full jacks, use your options, side jacks. If you are doing full jacks, keep your knees soft as you land. Four, 3, 2. Last one. Shake it out. Grab a drink if you need to. Even when you just bend down to grab your weights, just make sure you've got good form and you're not sending your knees forward and you're lifting with your legs, not with your back. Okay, so I'm going to stand feet hip width apart, and I'm just going to start a double arm press, up high, down low, up high, down low. Breathe out as you push up. Good. Adjust the weight if you need to. Extend up nice and tall. Now as we bring the arms down, we start to squat. Squat, squeeze and press. Squat, squeeze and press. Up. Good. Side view. It's not driving the knees forward, it's pushing the hips back. Extend those arms right up, feel it through the core. 4, 3, 2, last one. Really good, slowly bring the hands down. Bicep curls. So when I do anything with biceps or straight up and down over my head, I can go with a heavier weight. I'm going to go into alternating steps forward. You can keep it as a step, or you can go down further into a full lunge. Side view. So you're choosing how low that back knee goes down, and we're checking the front knee, making sure it doesn't go forward past our front toes. Up and down, arms up and down. Speed is not the key. Form. Good. Focus on that form. One more time. Excellent. Okay, feet underneath your hips and getting ready for our over row deadlift. So I just shake my legs so that my knees stay soft, dig in my heels, hinge forward from the hips, extend, row, extend, deadlift. Over, row, extend, deadlift. Over, row, extend. If you have heavier weights close by, this is a good move to load up if it's within your abilities. Over, row. As I said, pretty soon I'll be in my gym in the garage, and I've got many more weights, so I hope to be adding more challenge to my workout. If I wanted to right now, I could grab onto a second weight in my hands if I could safely hang on, or I could add some bags loaded with cans. Our last one here, elbows high, squeeze up, good. Just have those weights by your side as you go into a squat. Before we do anything with the arms, we focus on digging in our weight into our heels, sit back, just do a check down. At my lowest point, can I still see my toes? Chest stays nice and open. And then I go to my shoulders, I press, shoulders, and then I stand. Shoulder, press. So when I press, weights are slightly in front of me so I can see them in my hands. What I don't want is them to go back behind my ears. Press. Good stuff. Squeeze those legs harder, harder. One more. Up. Good. Ready to combine both of those moves? Over row deadlift, squat, push, squat, stand. Here we go. Over row, deadlift up, squat, push, squat, stand. Over row, core tight, deadlift up, squeeze, squat, push, squat, stand. Over row, core tight, squeeze up, squat, push, squat, stand. Dig in those heels, over row, flat back, good. Soft knees, squat, push. All those reminders, they're for me as well as you. Just call them out, give us things to think about, where we should focus. Focus on form. And our last squat, push, squat, stand. Excellent. Okay, we're going to go into a stride, so a split leg stance. Make sure your feet aren't right behind each other, that they're a little wider to help you with balance. I'm going to lean forward on my front thigh with the arm on the same side of my body, so left leg is forward, left hand has no weights. And here we go with our right hand. We pull up and down, up. What we don't want to do is open, so that's a different move. Right now I want shoulders level with the floor. So I did place one weight down. I just wanted to see how it felt. And if you feel that you can load up on this one, and if it's a safe handle, then you can load up and carry more weight. Elbow high. 4, 3, 2. Last one. Bring it up. And you might want to do the same thing on the second side. You can start with one weight and add on as you feel comfortable. So split leg stance, feet a little wider apart, side to side. Pull up, extend down. And again, without turning your upper body. So keep your eyes on the ground. Good, core tight. Get ready to load up if you feel that you can manage it on this move. It's up to you. So if you've loaded up the weights, but you're no longer bringing the arm up as high in the back, then maybe you've loaded up too much. Don't go any quicker with heavier weights. If anything, you might want to slow down. 4, core tight. 3, 2, last one. Let's bring the feet together. Again, those soft knees. I'm going to go a little lighter in my weights because I can already feel that I'm not going to get too far on my tricep kickbacks. So again, it's a hinge at the hips and we press back. And what we're trying to do is keep the elbows glued up so my eyes are focused slightly in front of me on the floor. If I think of my arms like chicken wings, I'm squeezing them together towards the center of my back, trying to keep the elbows high. When I bring those hands back down, trying not to let the arm come down with them. 4, 3, 2, and last one. Great. Okay, going into wide stance. We got to get a bit more leg work in here, doing a lot of work for the arms. So into a side lunge. Arm down, up to your shoulder. So I'm going to suggest a lighter weight here. If you didn't already move to lighter earlier. However, Keep it heavy if you're good with it. Now we're going to start to move that one leg and bring it in. You don't like it? Keep it our first level. Because this one you need to focus on where you land the foot when you step back out again. Again, it's your form. Knee and toe same direction. Feel the inner thighs squeeze back together. Squeeze those legs more. Maybe bring the hand up and the knee up. Now more core is working. If you're bringing the knee front, you're asking the core to work. Perfect. Squeeze those legs. 2 more. 1 more. Good. I love the moves where we use both legs and arms. Neither one gets a break. This class is not about breaks, but take one if you need one. Grab a drink when you need one. So again, we're starting this move with our side lunge. Checking to make sure the knee is not pressing out over your toe. Hand down, up to your shoulder. So we do have a little bit of rotation in this move. Your next level is to bring the foot in, step back out. Get used to that. Your foot placement, is it far enough out? Is the knee going in the same direction as the toe? Maybe adding the push and or the knee. Up. Press. Press. Up. Keep going. 4, 3, nice and tall. 2, 1 more. Really good. Feeling that in the arms and the legs. I'm just going to take a drink. Just don't stop the legs. Keep them walking. Good work. I'm going to stay with either my medium weights or go a little lighter. And just tap side to side. Start to cross your body with one arm. So we're going to keep the move. It's my left arm. It's going across. It's reaching to the right front corner of my room. I'm going to extend and reach a bit more. Asking the core to engage, do a little bit more work. Stabilize me, bring me back. And I want to bring that arm back at shoulder height. So if I've got a weight in my hand and I'm starting to bring it down here by my waist, I might want to do the move without the weight so that my form stays good. Now I'm opening to the back. I turn and watch that hand, and I watch that the elbow stays high. 2 more. 1 more. Good. Second side, and have weights available to switch your load. If you found that one side things got a little too heavy towards the end, be ready to move down. Reach a bit more. Let's do some core work with this. Come on, squeeze. And now next one, start to open to the back. So we turn, we watch the hand, we keep the elbow at shoulder height. Open, press, open, core engaged. 2 more. 1 more. Good. All right. Touch back. It's just one leg, then the other. We have a slight lean forward. You can stay right here and just do legs. Or you can start to add arms out front. I slow down a little bit when I add the arms in. It's not a race. It's not about how many you do. It's about how many you do well. So taking one limb behind you, one limb in front of you. And what happens when we do that? As we're leaning, we're asking the core to work harder. Now I'm going to start to tap a little wider and also squat in between. As I bring the toe behind me and touch, squeezing my legs, starting the glute. Next option is to lift, lift, lift. Now, it's only the legs that are lifting, it's not the shoulders. They're staying stable. Actually, if you go slower on this one, it's even better because it's more difficult. And because you're meeting that challenge, you're getting more out of it. Squeeze, squeeze. 4, 3, 2, last one. Again, arms and legs in the same move. Really good. I'm going to go a little heavier with one weight. Okay, so I'm standing with my feet under my hips. My knees are slightly bent. And I'm going to raise my arms above my head. Step back a little bit, make sure you can see. So, stabilizing with my feet, let's ground. And now, I turn slightly, I bring my right hand behind my head, bring the whole weight behind my head, and then my left arm leads forward. My right arm leads back, my left arm leads forward. So doing a circle around your head, but we're pivoting the weight. And doing it slow and bringing the arms out away from the center line of your body, you'll feel the core working. Really feeling this one. Let's bring it out front. Still hanging on to one weight. Step wider. You can even go up and down with your weight. We're going to go down and reach up. Down and reach up. Now notice I don't look at the floor. I want to keep looking out in front of me so that I don't start bringing the shoulders down. Because I want this move to be all about keeping the back nice and straight. Good. Squeeze those legs. Yes. One more. Okay. Maybe bring those feet a little closer, but they don't have to be right beside each other. Give yourself a stable base. We're going to do that move again, but this time we're going to go in the opposite direction. So we lead with the left arm, come back, right arm comes forward. This is where my shoulders do a little bit of popping, a couple of weird noises. Core tight, good. Feeling any pain or discomfort? Let's not do this move. And you can continue on with some squats like we were doing. This is our last one. Good. Okay, I'm going to grab on to my second weight of equal weight. Bend the knees. And we're going to take it down for 2. Slowly back up. And down for the other side for 2. Slowly back up. So, people often say, hey, there's no sit-ups in your class. Well, I'm working all of those muscle groups that we do when we do sit-ups. We're just doing it in a standing position. So we're still hitting the core. We're getting some work through the arms as well. If you want to work this even more at an intense level, we bring the arms out away from the body, and you'll feel the core have to work a little bit more to pull you back up. Good. And Last one. Excellent work. Okay, our pendulum. So let's stand on one leg with a soft knee. And let's bring the leg out front. And slowly, you could touch in the middle and lift to the back, and touch in the middle and lift to the front. Or you can try to bring that foot through without touching down. Arms are out for balance. When you lift the leg to the front, you only lean back a little bit. When you lift the leg to the back, you might feel more comfortable doing a deeper lean here. Again, we're trying to keep our shoulders and our hips aligned with the floor and not turning to the side. Our last one on this side. Bring it down. Ready to switch. Second side. Lift up. Touching if you need to as you pass through the center. And then you decide how much or how little you lean. And those arms are helping to balance. You might find you wobble a little bit. It's okay to touch down. Still a lot of core work going on. Good. That was our last one. Okay. Stand on one leg and start to lift one knee up and down. And again, you can touch the floor or you can try to do the move without touching at all. Just going to move backwards a little bit. So up and almost down, or up and touch down, your choice. Good. We're going to turn sideways because we're going to take this into a bicycle. So standing leg. It's not straight. You've got a slight bend. We want to keep that knee soft. Really engage the core as we pull the knee up. Keep your shoulders back. Nice and tall. 2 and 1. Shake it out. Switch to your second side. Just start with a lift at the beginning. And maybe this time we're going to cycle backwards. Takes a little more thought. You might find if you start letting your mind wander away, suddenly you look down and you're cycling forward because that's habit. And again, you might feel this in the core, you might feel this in the thigh. 2 more. And 1 more. Good. Going to take one leg behind us and just start to curl up. Curl up. We're squeezing the glute and the hamstring. Sometimes I just use my hand to give me another sense of the move so I can feel it in my leg. But if I put my finger on my hamstring muscle, I can feel the sweep, I can feel how tight it is, I can feel the movement through the contraction. Core's tight. Good. Last one, bring it down. So this one is very difficult to add weight to. You know, if you've got a weight machine, you can strap on ankle weights. But when we're doing freestanding, it's more difficult, so you have to use your imagination and get yourself to squeeze through the move and put more energy into it. 2 more. 1 more. Excellent. Shake it out, deep breath. I didn't get through all the moves I want to do today. I can't wait until one day in the future, maybe we are doing classes in person and they're back to 45 minutes. That would be helpful because I always end up going over. Deep breath in. Okay, plant those feet, but if you feel like you don't want to yet, you can walk it out. I'm going to plant mine. We've got our thumbs up, palms facing us, and we're pulling away from our upper body. I keep my core engaged, my knees soft. Bring it down. Up again. Grab on those hands this time. We bring the thumbs down. We're looking at the back of our hands, and we press with the heel of each palm, and you feel the stretch through the arms. And bring it down. And now grab on behind, squeeze those shoulder blades together, stretch the chest. Bring one arm up. Now we can gently pull across the body, we can support, we can even try to meet our hands in the back. Whatever you're doing, this is the stretch through the tricep, so that's what we want to do. Some of the other moves are maybe adding flexibility when I try to reach behind, but I want the tricep stretch. Other side. Right here. Try to keep your elbow by your ear. So again, I have less flexibility one side to the other. And I am not going to get any medals for trying to work through any discomfort to do that. So I listen to my body. Encourage you to do the same. Shake out those arms, going into a nice long stance. Lean slightly forward. Again, we've got that hinge from the hips. Your back knee is soft as you press the heel right into the ground. So as we keep that little bend in the knee and then press the heel, the stretch gets focused on the calf muscle of the back legs. Slowly bring it up. Roll onto the ball of your foot, back leg, press your hips forward, and then slowly sink it down, a little or a lot, your choice. We're going to bring those arms up into cactus arms. And now really open the chest. Squeeze those shoulder blades together. Bring the arms down. Step in halfway, hands on the back thigh. Sit back as though there's a chair. And now pivot up your toe on the front foot. You're pivoting on your heel, but you haven't locked out that front leg. It still has a soft knee. Stretching glute, hamstring, calf. Bring it down, roll up. I'm going to stay facing the same way so you see the second side, but from the different point of view of front leg, back leg. So I've switched legs, my back leg, soft knee, press the heel, hinge at the hips. We always have an option of not having the hands on the thighs. Now this will make you use your core a bit more, but you can extend the arms if it's comfortable. And no pain in the back. Bring those arms back. Roll the shoulders over your hips. Up onto the ball of your foot. Press the hip forward. Stay up or sink low. I'm going to bring my hands behind me. And another big stretch through the chest. Squeeze those shoulder blades together. Relax. Step in halfway, hands on the back thigh. Get into position with that hinge from the hips, and then lift up your toe. So there's not a whole lot of weight on that front leg, so it shouldn't feel like we're digging the heel in. We're just pivoting on that heel. I could actually lift it up if I needed to, so there's not much weight there at all. Soft knee, core tight. Roll up. Our last stretch for our quads. So lean against something or work on your balance. Bring up the foot. Try to keep your thighs close so it's not a leg out. And try to keep your knee of the stretching leg either pointing straight down or slightly back. If we start to lift that stretching leg forward, it's no longer the stretch that we want for the front of the thigh through the quads. Good. Shake it out, second side again. And if you're leaning against something, you may need to turn around because your chair is now on the other side or not sure. Again, let's focus on where our knee is, pointing down or slightly back. Standing leg, soft knee. Now press your hips forward a little bit. Squeeze those glutes a little bit tighter. Bring it down, deep breath in. Let it go. Up. And shake it all the way out. Thanks for joining me, everybody. Have a great day. Take care. Drink water.